Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So gang, I'm just going to hit the collective up with a little reading, as I think it was a full moon yesterday, and I was meant to upload the video yesterday, but my energy's just been all over the place. So got the energy to check in today to see what guidance can be given. Remember, it's going to be a general reading, so only take what resonates for you, and it's also going to be a timeless reading, so when you come across this video, it's also for you. So how's everyone been feeling, man? This energy has just been kicking my ass. There's been a lot of activity going on in the sky, if you haven't realised. Let me send you guys some blessings as well. Peace, love, light, oneness, unity, abundance, health, healing, forgiveness, joy and acceptance. Just let the smoke just clear away anything that is not needed. So, yeah, let's see what guidance can be given today. Because it was a full moon, and the full moon energy usually lasts 3 days before and 3 days after. And yeah, yesterday my energy was literally all over the place. Yeah, the energy right now is just really intense. So just do what you can. Yeah, just do what you can. Right, let's see what's popping anyway. Right, the first card that come out is a win-win forecast. A win-win outcome is forecast. So it's about trying to find the middle ground, right? Don't try to force things to happen, and don't think things are fixed and gonna go one way, because there's multiple outcomes and multiple choices. Like people think what I'm getting is this black and white thinking. Try to be more open-minded, right? And I think the full moon was in Gemini, if I'm correct. I'm not 100% sure. But if it was in Gemini is to do with communication, right? And I think we're in a retrograde as well. So communication is going to be fully off. So if you're having communication issues or finding it hard to express how you're feeling, try to work more with that. And a win-win outcome. Try to find balance. So try to find what's good for the best outcome, and try to, because like I was saying, it just keeps, like, it's not always one way. There's multiple outcomes to a situation, right? So try to think more outside the box, not inside the box. And there's going to be some justice as well, and things are coming into balance. So try not to force things to happen. Like at this time, I just feel like we're in this kind of stagnant period. I don't know, for this year, it's just been a challenging year, really. It just feels like there's no movement, but there should be movement. It's just really weird energy. The next card is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Well, it was a full moon, so things are going to be wrapping up. So we're going to be entering a new cycle, right? Collectively, I feel there's a lot of heaviness in the collective at the moment. I think it's been like that all year for me personally. Anyway, I'm just speaking from my experience. Yeah, it's been really challenging. And it's about kind of analysing what doesn't work for you no more, if that makes sense. For me, I've had a lot of exploring my feelings, trying to journal more, and try to let go of what no longer serves me, if that makes sense. So a lot of the past has been coming to the surface for me, like, yeah, just a lot of the past traumas and stuff that I've got to work through, which has been coming up quite dominant the last few weeks, to be fair. But the card says a tough cycle should be ended. A tough cycle is ending, basically. So hopefully things start getting a lot lighter energy wise, because this year it's been a roller coaster. That's all I'm saying. The next card is a new romantic cycle begins. So what I'm getting from that is more building a more loving relationship with yourself, right? Because you don't have to do anything, right? But your main priority and the main relationship you should have is with yourself and the universe, God, right? Some of you may be getting into a new relationship or have a new love interest, but the ultimate goal is actually falling in love with yourself, right? Falling in love with your negative traits, your positive traits, just loving your whole being. One thing that's been coming up for me is trying to just basically breaking myself apart to try and rebuild myself in a way. But sometimes you just need to accept who you are, if that makes sense. So that's what's been coming up for me. Trying to find out, like just doing a lot of like shadow work and what doesn't work and stuff. But it's just about accepting yourself fully, if that makes sense. So yeah, try to fall in love with yourself. Some of you may need to take yourself out on a date. Just be very loving to yourself during this time, man, because it's really rough out there. The energy is just rough, and everyone's going to be having different things come up for them, and everyone's at different levels in their journey, right? And the more loving you speak to yourself, your body reacts, right? Because if you're speaking negatively to yourself and being hard on yourself, right, you're just making the situation harder. If you're speaking lovingly and kind to yourself, things will go more with ease, if that makes sense. And remember to celebrate all the little achievements, right? So if it's just doing the bare minimum, just doing the laundry instead of doing the whole housework, if you just put some washing away or something like that, don't be too hard on yourself, because the energy is just intense right now, and it's just about loving yourself and what you can do, right? The next card is your commitment is being tested. Listen, the spiritual journey and the inner work is not for the faint-hearted, right? And is about your commitment, having faith in yourself, one, and having faith in the universe, God, Allah, Jesus, whatever, because everything is happening as it should be, right? And we chose to incarnate here to assist with the shift. And even though it may be challenging, it is like one of the most important lifetimes, right? And also there's been a lot of it's one of our most important lifetimes, to wrap up any loose ends from previous lifetimes, and we're setting the foundation for the new, right? But where was I going with that? There's been a lot of once in a lifetime activities taking place, if you've not noticed, like things that's happened in 2020. We're seeing a big jump in technology. We've seen the stars are aligning. There's been a lot of activities with the sun, the moon. There's been many eclipses. So it's not, nothing is a coincidence at this point. Everything is happening as it should. So yeah, one thing that's been getting me through is gratitude, being grateful for the things that you do have, right? And we are being tested. Like, being down here on earth is not an easy job. Like, that's why a lot of the ascended masters and angels and stuff don't like to come down here, because it is very dense and it is very challenging, and we are being tested, right? So our commitment is being tested. So try to build a better relationship with yourself and the universe. For me personally, my spiritual practices have been going out the window of this year. I've been trying to keep up with them, but everything just feels like effort right now. Like, everything is literally hard work. So yeah, I've just been trying to just take it as it comes, and just trying to push through, man. But I'm trying to find the balance with the inner work and then the physical realm, if that makes sense, because the physical realm is just very... I was speaking to my friend the other day, and outside feels very weird. Very, very... I've been saying it in many videos, but it's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel real, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know, it feels more like a hologram or something. It just feels weird. And there's been a lot of activity in the skies. If you haven't been... I haven't seen anything yet. I've seen something earlier on in the year, like this big disc. But now it's all over YouTube and all this stuff about the lights and all this stuff. So stuff's taking place, right? The next card is, it's time to release negativity. So it's time to release what no longer serves us, and what's holding us back, because yeah, the old programs and the old matrix is falling apart, and going forward, the old programs are no longer going to serve us, right? And they've not been serving us for the longest time. and it's about trying to replace them. So talking more positively to yourself, and letting go of things that no longer serve you. You know, old patterns, thought processes, diet. Nothing changes overnight, but small steps make big changes going forward, right? So just have a little look at your life to see where negativity needs to be released, right? It can be people, places, and things, right? Like, for instance, alcohol. If you bit, can use substances, alcohol and substances. If you was using them as a crutch them crutches are no longer gonna work, if that makes sense. So if you've been avoiding certain things, avoiding your feelings and stuff like that, or suppressing, right? Remember, feeling is healing, as I keep saying. Your feelings are trying to indicate to you something. They're trying to tell you something. So if you've been suppressing them by substances or working a lot or avoiding them, it's going to become very difficult to not do that going forward. Some of you may be feeling this already, because I know I'm definitely feeling it, man. The next card is be bold and make the first move. So it's about stepping outside of your comfort zone. It can be very challenging. Even making the first move to, I don't know, start healing, should we say, or looking at oneself. It's not easy, like looking at your negative traits or certain things that you do. It's not easy, but it's about taking the first step to wanting the change. And you got to want the change as well, you know. Change isn't easy, but it's about taking the first step, because if the world is constantly growing and changing and evolving, right, and you've got to grow, change and evolve with that. If you're not, you're being stagnant, and the energy is being stagnant. So you're basically you're staying still, if that makes sense. Which is okay. Depends where you're at on your journey. It's okay to stay still, but you can't live there forever, right? Because I've been feeling that this stagnant period for myself, and it's like I want movement, and I don't know what direction to go in, and just been a bit indecisive of recently. Anyway, through this whole year, I've just been indecisive. Don't know what direction to take, and I spoke to a few people about this, and they've been feeling the same thing. Like their job's not working for them no more. That relationship's not working. Things are just coming like. Starting to show, like we're in the awakening. So if things ain't working, yeah, it's gonna start showing that things ain't working. You can try fight for things to the truth is being revealed, basically, innit? The next card is, and that's with everything in the system and people and everything in general is coming to light, and nothing is going to be hidden. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not going too deep into that. The next card is, what do you need to release? So you need to examine what you need to release. It can be very challenging having a look at areas of your life that need releasing. I don't know, for some reason, I don't know, like I was saying about relationships, if you're in a relationship that no longer works for you, you need to analyze, is it the pros and cons for the situation, and is it helping you grow and expand, or is it keeping you stagnant? Same like for a job or any situation. Do you need to release to then proceed forward on your journey, right? And there's so many things, but whatever relates to you in your journey, to analyze that, to see what needs releasing. For me, it's been more about negative thought patterns, and just the way I talk to myself and stuff, and trying to get more control over my mind, if that makes sense. Because the mind is so powerful, and we can reprogram the mind. It's so easily programmed. So yeah, just analyze what needs to be released from your life during this time, because it's a full moon. We're ending a cycle and we're beginning a new cycle. The next card is, the answers you need are coming. So it's about being patient, because I've been wanting answers and been trying to fight stuff, trying to move forward. I don't know what to do, and just being a bit indecisive, right? So right now it's a time to just be present and be still. But I'm running, yeah? So I'm trying to incorporate being still, or just been distracting myself a lot, really. Which is okay, but I'm aware of it. Once you start, everything starts with awareness, yeah? Once you're aware, then you can start making the changes. But yeah, the answers are coming. Ask and you shall receive. So ask for the guidance, ask for a sign, ask for direction. And it's also a full moon in Gemini as well. So communication may be off, technology may not be working. Yeah, I think we're in a retrograde as well. No, that's it. It's a retrograde. So communication's off. You may have your exes popping up. Technology not working. Internet slow. My internet's been horrendous and stuff. But yeah, just be patient because the answers are coming. Yeah, the answers are coming. So try to be patient. Even though, yeah, it's just a bit, everything's just a bit chaotic at the moment. The next card is don't let pride get in your way. So that's just talking about stepping out of the ego and not letting pride get in your way, right? Because during this time we're going to start seeing what I feel is a lot of people's egos is going to be getting challenged because things are coming to light, right? There may be some people that's really set in the ego and things are going to be getting triggered, right? The triggering is just showing you what needs to be healed and bringing stuff to the surface, right? So you're going to have either people running from it or trying to work with it, right? And also pride destroys a lot of good relationships, yeah? So don't let pride get in the way of that. If you need to apologize, and try to communicate. Communication isn't easy at all, but it is about speaking one's truth. So speak your truth where it's needed. Yeah, and yeah, some of you maybe just in the ego at the moment. And letting pride stop you. Letting pride stop you. Yeah, try not to get too attached to the ego right now, because the ego can also make up stories, and 17:17 on the clock. And I just saw 17:17 on my phone as well, and that's so funny. Yeah, the ego likes to repeat patterns, right? It goes off of memory, should we say. So try to be as present as possible, right? Because the ego likes to either stay in the past, live in the past, or live in the future. The ego doesn't like to be present. When you're present, that's where the magic really lies. But it's quite difficult to stay present. I don't know, during this time, everything's just a bit mad. So try to stay as present as you can. Yeah, gang. Yeah, that's all the guidance that I can give you at this time. So, if you feel the reading resonated, you guys know what to do. And also, like I keep saying, hit the comments and let me know what's going on for you in your journey. What are you currently experiencing, man? Because yeah, it's just everything's just a bit chaotic at the moment, man. And it'll be great once the energy kind of dies down and we kind of level out the playing field, man. Because everything is just, I don't know, everything is just up in the air, man. But the collective it feels like we're at a crossroad, and the collective has like kind of a choice to make. Like, we're all in this together, so whatever choice the collective makes is the route that we're going down. But yeah, we gotta just go with it. You just gotta go with it, and just just stay positive, because whatever is meant to happen is meant to happen, isn't it? Let me send you guys some blessings to wrap up. Alright, gang. Peace, love and light, tribe. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon.